Hey everybody, it's Nick from the Phoenix Press. In today's video, I wanted to expand on some familiar ground. In the past, I've talked about Marvel and DC in broad strokes. Well, not anymore. In this video, I'll be explaining my opinion on just why the big two seem to be failing. But enough preamble, let's just jump right into it. It's important to remember that in the late 90s, comics almost ceased to exist. Reeling from the crash sprung upon by the speculator boom, companies such as Marvel were on literal life support, forced to sell off the film rights to some of the most beloved and popular characters. A move that we are still feeling the effects of today. Thankfully, this tragedy had a silver lining. For in the early 2000s, we saw the 1-2 punch that was X-Men and Spider-Man. Those two films single-handedly ushered in a new proto-golden age, one where comic book films finally started to get the respect they so rightfully deserved. This served to keep comics limping along. For the next decade and a half, the emergence of the MCU serving to be a second dose of much-needed hype. But even the glitz and glamour of Hollywood can only drag a dead horse so far. We really didn't start to see a decline in comics until the 2010s. Coincidentally, that is when we first started to see the first disease of wokeness infect mainstream comics. Things started small, with the death of Peter Parker within the Ultimate line, quickly being replaced by a more politically correct carbon copy. I'm sure we all know how the rest of the story plays out. I share this because it's important to understand how recent this decline truly is. I know it may seem like things have always been this bad, but trust me when I say things are more of a recent affair. But knowing how things got this bad, knowing what the problem is, it's only the beginning. What can be done from here? What can we as consumers do to affect change? Against the big two? Pretty much nothing. Sure, we can stop buying the slop they put out, but they have shown themselves to be willing to burn the castle down if it gets them what they want. Instead, we should be supporting the indies. No matter where they come from, if you like what they're putting out, you should toss a coin to your creator, a value of plenty. Sorry, I really like that song. It's only by lifting up new voices, new contributions to the space, that any sort of meaningful change can happen. So, back them Indiegogo's, back them Kickstarters, and back that thing up. Sorry, couldn't help myself. Together, we can make something happen here. I mean, seriously. Before I go on, I want to tell you all that this week, I am pleased to have Shadowpunk on my show. He's a good friend of mine. I'm happy to give him promotion for his great book. You can catch us on the Midweek Madness this Wednesday at 6 p.m. EST live on this very channel. So, I'll thank you to everyone who has supported me on this endeavor. It's a long road, and I've only just started. Things are only looking up from here. So, as always, this is Nick Gibson from the Phoenix Press. And remember, I can only show you the door. You're